So we're just going to recap this bit. It's recorded. Yeah. We'll recap this little bit on the mount. So like a mounting mount, just so I'll make sure everyone's in the same place. So the first thing I've got to do when I'm here, thumbs down, massively depends on what he's, let's just switch the camera to see it as well. Massively depends on thumbs are out and turn, right? I always want that shape so he can't get his knees up onto my armpits. So this is super important as it progresses. If I start to dominate his legs, he'll want to try and take the fight up here and just make it not about the legs anymore by moving his knees up. So the whole thing, I can do some really great work with the legs. If he manages to get even one of these knees up, this is now, it doesn't matter what's happening with the legs anymore. Does everyone get that? Yeah? You probably all will want to be on this side for this demo. So I'm here, I've got my thumbs turned out. Let's say he's actually started with the legs crossed. Make sure you're on this side so you can see, because you can't see from that end. So, cross the legs. Yeah, so I can feel, and you'll always feel this on your hamstrings, which leg's over the top, right? I can feel it's that one, right? So that's kind of like the first thing. He tries to jam his knees up or whatever, as he's hitting my elbows, right? He's trying to keep those legs crossed. Danaher talks about this as like closed wedges versus open. Anytime you can use closed wedges, you basically do, right? So the first thing I've got to do is clear this, and I'm going to use my snow angel. Yeah, so use my snow angel, use the snow angel and compromise his base, and you'll see his body went a little bit forwards like that then. I just did that with the reaction of it. So what I've now got to do is not really let him back under. So I want to, if I can, get this inside. This is where there's maybe a little bit of speed, because I don't want him easily re-hooking while I'm going to do this. So I've got my leg in, and I may need to move this leg, depending on your flexibility, to get this heel up. And this heel up, I don't know if anyone watched the roll with me and Pete yesterday, I constantly use heel up in my guard, in my half guard, because of this shape that it creates. Does everyone see that? And we're going to move this on to the same principle for back defense shortly. So I want to get this knee turned as inside as possible, like that. And you see how now his knee is completely compromised. And I always like to work, first of all, not hooking with this leg. Sometimes you see people start hooking. I always like to, first of all, just work on building that skill without any hooks. Just knee to elbow. I get to this side now, my shoulder's in the middle of my base, he tries to put me back flat. And back he goes in the guard. I think you've all seen this. I just want to recap it so we've got a universal place to go from. Do you want to see it again, or are you kind of happy with this? Does anyone want to see it again? I feel they've got it, right? Let's just get like, you know, a few back and forth on this, and then we'll go on to the back and apply the same principles on the back. Yeah, let's go. Keep the elbows down on it. Walk that foot, keep walking that foot towards the other foot. You want to keep the heel high, this heel is as high as possible, so I'm moving to the air. Push with your elbow. Turn it all the way in, turn it all the way in. And then face lead, you can move back. Yeah, yeah. Push with your elbow. Push with your elbow. And if you're planning on blocking this, just walk that foot over towards this and get his heel higher and higher and higher. So the knees, yeah. You feel that? Yeah. Yeah. So that walking that foot and working the legs together in unison gives you that that deep kind of knee dropping down into the mat. And that's really what you need a lot of the time in half guard, in guard, keeping that heel up. Time, guys. Has everyone done that? Has everyone got it? Does anyone have any questions on it at all? Is there anything? Was anyone not able to get it?
Struggling to join put my feet at the back on mount. But...
Sorry, show me what you mean.
Well, I mean, not that it's impossible, but it just feels like a position which I'm not going to be able to get in unless he lets me.
Put your chest forwards.
Yeah.
So let your chest go to the ground. Put your chest to face. Yeah. And you should be able to start to cross your feet more and more and more. And you can go higher with your head.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean? So just jump off a second. Well, I don't think it's that much dissimilar in body mechanics. So
yeah.
And then I'm putting all my weight on his neck. He tries to bridge me. My head goes up. So even if he, you know, if I have to put my hand down, that's okay. But he's bridging me. My head goes up. The weight increases down here, and I've got the wedges. It's hard. You can't really do it. Like the more you're here, you can't cross the legs. So you do have to kind of get here a lot of the time for this to really work. And now he's got to clear that top hook first and foremost. Split the legs. Snow Angel. Not let me get back under. Yeah. And already, yeah. Already he's out, really, starting to get. And of course, I'm going to be trying to